Hey, what's going on, guys? This is your host, Jay, and you're watching live right here in our studios from Inside Out. Welcome, everybody, to another live edition from Inside Out. I'm your host, Jay, and thank you guys so much for joining and being a part of this great show. I appreciate it. I just want to say thank you for all the support and love and respect that you guys are showing me for this show and for what I've done since I started doing this. You guys are more appreciated than you realize. So again, thank you guys so much for joining. It looks like I got Pam in here. How you doing, Pam? I see you. Just give me a second. I'll type hello to you too there. Please share this live with your groups that you belong to and whatnot, so I can get out there more and start continuing to educate the masses when it comes to our prisons. All right, so as you guys probably seen in the title description of this video, we have an interesting show for you guys tonight. And I think some of the stuff I'm going to show you here tonight is going to be very interesting, to say the least. And when I first discovered it or came across it, I mean, my jaw literally hit the floor. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And I think a lot of this is going to, shock you guys too, just like it did me. So hopefully we'll get in here, hopefully a lot of you will get in here and be a part of the show and see this stuff firsthand, live. So thank you guys so much for being a part of this. I really do appreciate it. Let me get this my situation down here fixed real quick before we go any further. I do apologize. It's just me tonight. A lot of other people are doing some work and whatnot behind the scenes, so they can't join. And I had a lot of things going on tonight too. I would have been here sooner, but other things got in the way, as you guys know. So just bear with me for a second. So we are doing a live show on the difference between the United States prisons and the Norway prisons. And you guys are going to see that firsthand. I got pictures, and I also have a video clip that I want to show you guys that is just going to shock the crap out of you guys. I'm going to save that, of course, the best part of that last. But there's definitely going to be some things in this live broadcast here tonight that's going to shock a lot of you. So nonetheless, I'm glad you're all here. Let me see, where did I do with my, I'm going to show you guys a first picture for tonight. And I think what I'm going to show you through the rest of these pictures and including the video clip that I have here tonight, I think a lot of you guys are going to be amazed at what's going on here and how backwards things are here in the States. So with that said, let me go ahead and show you the first picture. I think what you're about to see is going to shock the crap out of you. But this is not here in the United States. All right. This picture I'm about to show you is in Norway, of all places. Yeah. So let me show you the picture and let's discuss this real quick. This picture that you see on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, is an actual jail cell in Norway. Look at this thing. Look at the layout. Look at the clean and the brightness of it. You got, this is an inmate laying in the bed with a mattress, with a pillow. Most prisons don't even have pillows. I mean, wow. Look at this. So what you're seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, is the inmate reading the book. He has books and everything over here. It gets better. It gets better. He's got a guitar. This is his work area. You can see he's got a window. How many prisons have windows like this that you can see out of? I can't name one. Here in the States anyways. Yeah, what's your guys' take on that real quick? Amazing, huh? That's Norway, if you're wondering. Again, look it up. Google it if you want to. That's a prison in Norway. And that's how they treat people over there. Here's another picture. Same place, just different area of the prison. Yeah. Kitchenette, stove. I bet over here there's a sink and a fridge, couch. Yeah. This is in Norway. This is a picture in Norway. This is a prison in Norway, excuse me. This is how we treat their locked up loved ones over there. Okay? Oh, it gets better. It gets better, ladies and gentlemen. Just pay attention to what I'm doing here. Here's another picture that I'm going to show you guys. Pretty interesting, huh? Here's another one. They get to cook their own food, ladies and gentlemen. They get to cook their own food. Okay? So these are inmates wearing street clothes. They don't wear prison garbs. So they get to cook their own food, they do their own dishes. This is a prison in Norway. I'm going to show you a couple more pictures to back up what I'm saying here tonight. Again, this is United States prisons versus Norway prisons. Here's another picture. Yeah, this is food being prepared in the prison. Since when do our trays look like this? These are roasted potatoes cut in half with some type of filling or something on it. Looks like mushrooms. Yeah. Do you think our inmates here in the United States are going to eat like this? No. No. Pretty tasty, huh? Pissed off yet? Oh, I got more. But I want to hear your guys' comments and whatnot. I want to see what... oh, Pam's in here now. Thanks, Pam, for making a comment. You said, wish USA did stuff like that. Is that a special unit? No, it's prison. It's not a special unit. You guys can see her comment. There it is. No, it's not. It's a what do you call it? Just a, I guess you can, over there it's just a normal prison. It's just how they treat people over there. They treat people with love and respect. The recidivism rate, by the way, is way down compared to here in the States. All right, so you guys can see that's what we're dealing with there. Thanks, Pam, for your comment. I do appreciate it. Hope all is well with you. But again, there you guys go. There you guys can see what I'm talking about. Now, there's even more proof that I'm going to show you here tonight. But I want to get your guys' comments and whatnot, your opinions and whatnot in here tonight, so you guys can tell me what you think. Obviously, we do things backwards here in the States. Here, it's all about the good almighty dollar and how much they can make. It's all about the profit, because here it's a business, there it's not. And again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, for the people that are just now joining, like for example, this is how they treat their locked up ones over there in Norway. They got their head on their shoulders correctly. They got a brainstem that they use. They know how to respect and treat people over there. Over here, no, absolutely not. So what's your guys' take on some of these images here? I'm going to go through these. Again, here's this one. Cooking. Yeah, they get to make their own food. They do still have commissary and whatnot over there, believe it or not, folks. But they do, as you guys can see here, they're just doing their own food thing. The state don't bring them food. This is their own thing. I'm going to prove that here tonight with a video. But I wouldn't mind living like this. And I don't think any other locked up loved one here in the States wouldn't mind living like this either. I mean, look, they got a remote for TV. This is disgusting. What we're doing over here in the United States. We treat our humans over here like dog shit, and the people over in Norway treat their people with respect. Oh, it gets better. Again, this is the food that they're making over there. This is how they eat and cook. Okay. And I showed you guys, again, real quick before I get into the other portion of this video, guys, tonight. I showed you the living units. This is what their cells look like. This is an actual living cell in prison in Norway. Pissed off yet? You can tell they're not about the money. They're about fixing, educating, and getting them out and keeping them out over there. So, yeah, I'm quite amazed on some of the stuff here tonight on this podcast, and I think a lot of you will be too. So let me go ahead and show you now, guys, to back up what I was saying, because again, pictures can only do justice for a certain amount of things. I think this video that I'm going to show you guys is going to be more telling of what they do over there compared to what we do over here. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and show you that video in its entirety, courtesy of a channel that put this together. So sit back, watch the video, and then put your comments and let me know what you think about this video. Here it is.
Staying in a maximum security prison is not a normal life, but that's also an ambition, to reduce the feeling of being in a prison as much as possible.
And in here you have my cell. So I have DVD and movies from there.
The basic question that we ask ourselves in Norway, what kind of neighbor do we really want? Because they could move into my neighborhood and they could move into your neighborhood. So I think this is an important question to ask ourselves, really. That should have an influence on how we work inside prisons.
It's not for the prison to judge or to punish. We have to interact and be human. I think it's as simple as that.
Talk a little bit more about Halden then. How do we work and what are the unique things about us?
And in here you have my cell. So I have DVD and movies from there. Here we have a real toilet with a shower and everything. You know, you can see everybody have their key, so they can open or close the doors whenever they want.
Even though it's nice here, it's still not a summer camp. But I would like you to, look beyond the facilities. It's not the most important thing.
So this is the cell. Every cell is similar. And here we have the kitchen, where I used to prepare the food. You can see here, it's inside here.
That's a really important principle in Norway, which talks about that taking someone's liberty away and taking them away from their family, away from their community, that in of itself is the punishment. So life inside prisons should look as normal to life in the community as possible.
And in here, you have this washing room. You can wash the clothes and dry it.
Staying in a maximum security prison is not a normal life.
And I noticed you're just wearing normal clothes.
Yeah. That's allowed. You can wear whatever you want.
But that's also an ambition, to reduce the feeling of being in a prison as much as possible. the normality principle.
How you can normalize the correctional setting for individuals to transition out. Bigger challenge in our system, but definitely something to think about. The commissary, the stores, where an individual actually gets to go to a real store and pick out commissary items. I think that's a good adds to the normalization.
We think this is the most important part. Dynamic security sounds like a very fancy thing, but it's really just having a normal interpersonal relations between the officers, or all staff really, and the inmates. Every inmate has a primary contact officer, and every officer had to have 2 or 3 inmates that he is the contact officer for. That was the ambition, from guard to also be a social worker.
Every time you order McDelivery in the app, you earn points towards free food.
The main subjects at the academy: ethics, psychology, communication technique, criminology, law, human rights. Of course, they do learn self-defense, they do learn extraction techniques, they do learn to work as a team, but that's not the major components. It's about how do you treat people respectfully.
My family always think that I just play games, because that's why I like very much to play games. So I often play cards and stuff with inmates.
I know in some states it's forbidden and will have consequences for you if you interact with inmates as a staff member. Quite the opposite here. We expect and demand an interaction between staff and inmates.
It's kind of friendship with someone, and to see the progress and see the changes, that's the best with the job.
The contact officer is, for example, sitting down with you and making you a future plan. So what for steps by steps to become a free man.
From day one?
Yeah.
So the officers need to know everything about the system and give advice to the inmates about the future, what steps should they take.
Photos of my daughter, big love of my life. I've been here for 1.5 years, but I was transferred from a prison in Brazil. You can compare that to come from hell to heaven. So it's a big difference. The guards, first of all. In Brazil, the guards are more you feel bad and weakness, the more they feel good. Here you have the guards, they was very kind to me when I came. They are still very kind. We can speak, they treat me as a human being. In Brazil you get treated like an animal.
I've been working here since the opening in 2010, and I've been working in other prisons before that also. It's not for the prison to judge or to punish, because the police catch the guy, goes to the court, and it gets a sentence perhaps, and then it comes to prison with that. We have to interact and be human. I think it's as simple as that. It really is, because we can create walls between us, but that doesn't help anything. We have to communicate, we have to interact.
Without approaching people with respect and dignity, it's impossible to sit down the next day and talk about his future, because he will not have any trust in you. So in order to work well with reintegration and future planning, etc., there has to be a foundation there of trust between the staff and the inmates.
I've visited a lot of prisons in the United States as well, and somehow I don't have the same kind of feeling of relief of getting out of an oppressive environment that I that I've experienced coming out of those prisons. I think that says something about how different the environment is here.
I think I have big opportunities here to prepare myself for the life after prison. I thought there is still hope, there is still opportunities, you know, to get a good life after getting out. So, yeah.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. All credit goes to the guys that put that on. Now this. All credit goes to them for doing that. Much appreciated, guys over there. But you guys saw it firsthand. There you go. So again, the video does better in detailing what goes on over there in the prison in Norway than just the pictures I showed you guys at the beginning. This is amazing. Absolutely stunning and amazing. And I don't know why the United States of America cannot apply those same techniques and living styles over there from Norway. Why can't they do the same thing? Why can't we treat our locked up loved ones the same way Norway treats theirs? Does anybody have an answer for that? Obviously, it's all about the money, ladies and gentlemen. Our locked up loved ones over here don't get fixed. It's all about the good almighty dollar. That's all they care about. And I've said it, and there's proof. You know, the gentleman that you saw in the back seat of that car in portion of that video clip there, that guy is actually from Washington State. He works for the Department of Corrections in Washington State. That's my home state. I don't know if he's still there now or not, but, you know, he went over there to check out Norway, obviously, to check out the prisons. Did he learn anything? Is he going to try to apply some of that technique and whatnot over here in our prisons? Especially in Washington State? Who knows? Evidently not, because everything's still the same. Everything's still the same. Man, oh man, ladies and gentlemen. You know, this is what we deal with on a daily basis. Every single day. I mean, stuff is like this. Why can't we feed our loved ones like that over here? We got the money. Again, here's another one. I showed you guys all these pictures at the very beginning. Again, living quarters. Another living quarter or area. Yeah. What's up with that shit? Why can't DOC here in this country change their ways and do better for our locked up loved ones? I don't know. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. What's your guys' comments about this video and this live feed for tonight? What's your guys' comments in this? Let's see what you guys have to say. Pam just got in here. Let me go ahead and read what she says, and I'll go ahead and show it. Thanks so much. He was mentally ill by the time he got out this last time. They simply do not care about anything but the dollars. And you're absolutely correct. And again, I'm sorry about your locked up loved one, Pam. I really am. What a mistake, nonetheless. But I don't know, man. I after seeing this video and looking at what Norway does as a whole, it's like I want to take just my locked up loved one, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you agree with me on this. I want to take my locked up loved one, transfer her where she's at, and send her to Norway. Holy crap. But you know, this is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. This is sad, absolutely sad, to say the least. And there's absolutely no excuse for it either. None. So let me check my feeds here real quick to see if everybody's getting a chance to watch me. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I do what I do. Again, there's more proof right there in the pudding, ladies and gentlemen, what goes on inside of our prisons. And I want to hear your guys' comments on this. I want to hear maybe even possibly solutions, what we can do to try to maybe get our prisons here in the States to do something similar to what Norway's doing. Do you guys have any answers or solutions to the problem here? I have one. And here's what I think here's how I think we can make our prisons better over here in the States. Number one, take all of the power and the corruption out of our prison system. Then you take the whole entire prison system, and that's including our judges, every staff member inside of our courts, attorneys, prosecutors, you name it, anything tied to our system. You take them, okay, and you put term limits on these guys. Even they deserve term limits. And if they have 1 ounce of corrupt in their bloodstream, you're gone. You're fired. You're done. Again, we need to make sure that if you're going to run a court system, like a judge or a prosecutor or any lawyer, you're going to do what the law states to do. Because nobody's above the law. And that's how we're going to fix that. Take away the money too. Take away the power and give it back to the people so we can do what we do as taxpayers. These prisons here in the States are ours. We, the people, should be able to control that shit. All the way clear across the board. And again, nothing's ever going to get fixed or turn out to be better if we don't open our eyes and understand what's really going on here. Do you think these human beings that are in our prisons today here in the States want to be treated like this? I mean, I get it. There's going to be some people get in the chat and whatnot and say, oh, well, they did some heinous crimes and da-da-da-da-da. You know, they deserve to be treated like animals. Look what they did to somebody out here. Okay, yeah, I get it. I get it. But on that same freaking ass token, we still should treat them with respect. If you treat these people like animals, you're going to get an animal. It's plain and simple. Again, proof in the pudding. If we treat our locked up loved ones like this person here that you see in the image is going to treat you with respect. Respect is a two-way street. You know, it's a no-brainer. And then if we let them do their own thing, there you go. Treat them like this, let them do their thing here, right? And you'll end up having a lot more respect. It's a no-brainer. Well, I'm going to go ahead and see who else is in the chat here. Excuse me. And it doesn't look like there is nobody else up in here. So listen up real quick, guys, before we head out of here. And I hope this podcast was interesting in some way, form, or fashion to you guys. But nonetheless, we got some major things coming down the road. Coming up this Monday again, we're going to have Andy Williams Jr. for the second time up on this podcast. Don't miss it. The advertisements and the other stuff has already been out. Hope you guys can join on Monday. And of course, you know, I got other things lined up for October. So we're doing big things, guys. If you want to be a part of this show and you want to get up on here and make your voice heard, reach out to us and we'll book you in. contact me right now at voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. Again, ladies and gentlemen, contact us if you want to get up in here, you have a show idea or anything related to prison. Get a hold of us right now at my email at voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. Let's talk, let's debate, let's have some fun. And let's continue to educate each other and the masses when it comes to our system. All right? So I'm going to go ahead and back out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed the live. I hope you guys really got an idea of how other countries are doing things compared to this country and how we desperately need a major overhaul when it comes to our system. And I can't bring any more better proof than what I showed you guys here tonight. All right. So again, ladies and gentlemen, reach out. Again, voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. If you want to be heard, seen, and all that, jump up on here. Let's do a show together. Let's talk. Let's debate. And hopefully, I will see all of you this Monday too with our special guest, Andy Williams Jr., who's running for president, by the way. And he's going to get up in here and chit chat and have a good time up on my podcast here on Monday. So hope you all will be able to join then too as well. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and bounce out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for joining this podcast. I appreciate it. Again, if you want to reach out, again, the contact information is voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. With that said, I'm your host, Jay. I will see you guys in the next video. Good night, everybody.